stealthy U.S. Navy warship deployed in the Pacific with powerful new radar-dodging missile will redress the balance of power in the South China Sea. Somewhere in the Pacific, a stealthy United States Navy warship is carrying new weapons that analysts say could help tilt the balance of power in contested areas like the South China Sea. The USS Gabrielle Giffords, a sleek, speedy, low-profile littoral combat ship, left San Diego earlier this month carrying the U.S. Navy's new Naval Strike Missile and a drone helicopter that helps aim it. The Naval Strike Missile is a sea-skimming cruise missile that is difficult to spot on radar and can maneuver to avoid enemy defenses, according to Raytheon, the main U.S. contractor for the weapon. It is paired on the Gabrielle Giffords with a Northrop Grumman MQ-8 Fire Scout helicopter drone, which is used to scout for targets. According to Commander John Fage, a spokesman for the U.S. Navy's Third Fleet who confirmed their deployment, he said the weapons will increase the lethality of the U.S. Navy. The USS Gabrielle Giffords is the first littoral combat ship to deploy with naval strike missiles. But most of the ships in the growing littoral combat ship fleet, which will eventually number more than 30, are planned to be armed with them. The Pentagon is building a military force that can operate on a more sustainable basis and has a better chance of fighting and surviving within the PLA's deadly anti-access area denial envelope, said Rand Corporation senior defense analyst Timothy Heath, referring to the mix of ships, aircraft, and missiles amassed by China's People's Liberation Army to control parts of the Pacific. While the U.S. Navy has not officially said where the Gabrielle Giffords is heading, there is speculation it will be Singapore, where USS Giffords' sister ship, the USS Montgomery, deployed this summer, albeit without naval strike missiles. USS Gabrielle Giffords' mission will be to conduct maritime security operations, perform theater security cooperation, provide crisis response capability, and maintain a forward naval presence wherever and whenever called upon. However, we don't discuss specifics as a matter of operational security, John Fage said. U.S. Navy leaders have said multiple times this year they plan to have 2 of the littoral combat ships operating out of Singapore in this calendar year, and more could come as the fleet is built out. The littoral combat ship's deployment sends an important message and can eventually, quote, change the game, end quote, in Western Pacific waters, where China now enjoys a 3-to-1 advantage in cruise missiles over the U.S., analyst Carl Schuster, a former U.S. Navy captain, told U.S. Military Defense YouTube channel. This is a first step towards redressing that imbalance, with more to follow in the years ahead, Schuster said. Washington has been promoting itself as a more reliable partner than China in the region, especially in the South China Sea, where it conducts frequent operations as a part of what it calls its commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific region. China, which claims that almost all of the South China Sea is its territory, says the U.S. military presence in it threatens peace and stability. The addition of any new U.S. firepower will almost certainly rankle Beijing as much for the message it sends as the might it displays. ASEAN countries should benefit in particular from the stronger U.S. military presence in Southeast Asia, as China is likely to respond in part by operating more cautiously in the South China Sea, Heath said. A Navy timeline indicates that all its littoral combat ships will be equipped with the Over-the-Horizon Missile, a surface electronic warfare improvement program, the Nolka Mk-53 decoy launching system, improvements to the 57mm gun through installation of the Mk-48 Mod 2 gun weapon control system, either retrofit or installed at construction by 2022. Thank you.